All right, y'all. Laser Cat here. Oh, just realizing we are not even live yet. So for those watching this on the replay, Laser Cat here in the booth. Very eager to get back in here for some live call-in. And hopefully some of y'all will be able to join me as soon as I make that possible by actually making this video public. Hey, what a novel idea that would be. Wouldn't it, wouldn't it, wouldn't it? And there we go, public. Now we should be getting some folks strolling in here. All those folks who have smashed that subscribed. And if you haven't, now is as good a time as any to do so to stay up to date with all of the hot action out of City League Darts. Currently in Austin, Texas, soonedly around the United States. And laterly throwing good darts. But we can be patient, can't we? All right, well, now that it looks like this is stable, I am going to take a quick little break, get myself reacclimated to that booth life. I love it, but I'm not quite acclimated to it these days. It has been a while, as you certainly well know if you are a fan of the City League. So, for a brief moment, Lasercat out until a few minutes from now. Enjoy the match here between current City League Austin #1 Javier Lainez against James Cone, playing his first City League event. Certainly no newbie to this group or to Darts Atlas, but playing his first ranking event here today with us. We're very happy to have him, and more to come soon. All right, Lasercat back here. Still working on the sound stuff, so pardon me if I'm muffled a little bit or muted. You can holler at me in the chat if it's an issue. You think I should speak up a little bit. But as it is, I'm just around the corner from these players here who are still in this first match. Just doing some schmoozing, meeting some more fresh players here in the Austin Dart Circuit. And if you are new to Austin, whether you're a dart player or not, however you're finding this, we strongly encourage you to come out to the Cavalier. Just about any evening of the week, you'll find one of us out here throwing some darts, and especially on a Tuesday. You know, if you don't want to play and compete here, that's fine. Just show up. We'll have a chat. Your first drink is on me, as long as it's not one of the super expensive ones. I really don't know how expensive the drinks can get here. But come get involved in the Austin Dart Circuit. City League Darts is just one of the ways to do that. Oh, how great would that have been if Javier had just gone right into the big fish as I come back to the booth. You'd love to see it. I don't think he quite snagged the 93 with his third dart, but a 57. No. What in? Oh, that's oh, right, that was a 5. Yep. You know, I even saw that single 5 go in when I called it off, and then just promptly forgot about it and assumed it was a single 20. First start. Unable to find the 60 from 110 to leave himself a bull shot. Oh, but finds the 54 from 90 to leave himself 36 if James is unable to complete this 84. Where is a BMAF, a where sign when you need it? I unfortunately don't have them in this asset pack in OBS right now, and it might not even be on this hard drive. But again, if you're a fantasy league, you know you're screaming BMAF aware on with us. Javier. Oh, a little inside. Needs to correct on the double 9. Cannot take it out here. So James is going to have a chance from the 56 here. Should be 16 tops. 16. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, going 36 now. The same switch. Oh, tried to make that same switch as Javier attempted, and similarly unable to come up with it. Javier now for the awkward basement. Could be a blocking dart too. That is certainly a blocking dart. He's going up. See, he can't even tell if that was in or not. That is how close that thing is. Can he slide somehow this third dart in between and over top those two? Yes, he can. Yes. Oh, my goodness. What a needle to thread from Javier. Incredible third dart. Finding the slightest of margins for that double 3 to take the opener. And with that, let's take a look at that match summary. So pretty close, and Javier a bit off of his season average there by a pretty decent margin, though I am certainly happy to see a nickname coming in there, Gasolina. I dig it. I super dig it. Gasolina. Javier takes the opener. As we look at that table here, so 2 points there in the group. And next up, We will see. I'll get that match loaded, and we'll get these players up and running. You're going to be up on one here. Just hit the what? Hit the return. You'll see.
Talking on there right now.
What's up?
How's the whole practice work? Am I done? What's going on?
So all right, here we go. Back in action. Got the next match stood up here. It's going to be Chris and Javier. Chris, another first-time participant in the City League 2022 season. However, again, no stranger to City League, no stranger to Darts Atlas, no stranger to this gang. He's been around, and he's jumping into the fray this evening. Raleigh just found himself available this lovely Tuesday night here in Austin, Texas. We got a solid cork underway. Is that a... It looks like Chris just showed Javier a 25. Javier unable to see it on back. So it will be Chris to throw first here in the second of 3 round robin matches of Group 1. But should they finish early ahead of the other groups, which we suspect they will, then we'll go ahead and shift one other group onto this board and get some more action going on for y'all. Here in tournament number 6 of the 2022 Ranking Series of City League. Chris clearly aware that we're not playing double in, given he scored the 80 there. Maybe just early practice on the doubling out. So as always, we have the chat wide open. If you're in here joining us, go ahead and say hello. Looks like we have about 25, just pushing 26,000 folks watching this live right now. And no need to double check that number. Trust me, it is completely accurate. I would definitely not make anything up like that. That would be super dishonest. As you see, scrolling across the bottom, all the shameless self-promotion, the likes, the subscribes, the follows, the friends, the I don't know what other social media verbs exist these days. Quite frankly, I don't care. I did my time in that business. No mas. So in these abbreviated format games, it's sometimes hard to find moments to bring up some of the fancier features of Darts Atlas. But hey, with Javier throwing a ton 40, that's as good a time as any to throw in these match stats. How do you do? We see that lone 140 there of the big scores between these two players here. Of course, we're still very early, only 18 darts into this entire match. But there we have those numbers. Honestly, given the standard of quality we expect here at City League, that's a pretty darn good first 18 darts for both these players. Each player with the first 9, and in fact, first 12. That is, I don't know, of a decenter standard than we'd necessarily expect here. Oh, and there's the be math aware moment from Javier. Needed to go 19s on the first or second dart. Should he fail to have found a treble on the first, so that's awfully unfortunate because if he had even hit a treble on that third, he would have still been left on 263, a bogey number, unable to finish that. Meanwhile, Hebel needs a ton here to put himself into checkout range. Not going to find it, but still doing very well to march on down the line. However, in the last few visits, Javier has taken the advantage in this leg. Same score now with the darts. Ooh, very tight on that third dart. I kind of expected that thing to hit the treble for a 96 score, but see if he's able to clean up that 145 in due course. All right, going to take a brief step away from the booth here to sort out the next round match on our other board. Which will be between Steven. Wait, where is he? Between Steven, no more fucking Merlot. Is that like, am I the first person to ever say that?
What, no more?
Steven, no more fucking Merlot?
You're the first one.
No, no way. No way. I'm really the first person? All right. All right, we're going to have to move you over to this board for the finals. All right, well, I can't believe I'm the first person to ever say that. But here we are. I don't know. I'm just an innovator and a pioneer, a Da Vinci of my time. So there's a 105 from Hebel here to leave 35. So from 65, one to that 15. That was a heck of a visit there. I really respect that effort. That is fantastic. Pressure absolutely on Javier here to take this 82 out for a 20 or 21 darter. 17 for tops. Oh, just high. You can see how close that thing is. What an incredible effort from Javier. Now can Chris punish 319 split for the double 16. Finds it. Wow, thought he was going to get broke early. Not the case. Incredible 23 dart hole to throw. What an incredible start to this match that was. Oh boy, that is spicy. And honestly, at this point, if you're not in the chat, then you just have no soul. But also, maybe I'm just not in the chat properly myself. I don't know. This is some good spice. This is a good time of day. I feel like there should be some folks in here. Maybe I'm just not seeing the messages. All right, well, I've been distracted enough. Finding the live chat ended up going all sorts of wrong, but finding a big score did not there for Javier. Fantastic lead. Good switch down to 19s there at the end, so it just needs a ton with next visit to get in scoring range. Meanwhile, Hebel way downtown. Okay, yep, that was absolutely an issue with my own stupid chat. Not the first time it's happened. It won't be the last. Several of y'all in the chat, Jay Merlot, Jacob Robles, joining us. Thank you all so much for chiming in. F. Nunez. Howdy, howdy. Welcome to the party as Hebel throws in an 80 there to leave himself on 275. Interesting check down opportunities with that 275, which incorporate the 25 segment, namely get that 25 first off and then go 80 with the next two darts, and you're on a finish. That's kind of as simple as that. Don't know what else there is to say. Now, theory is one thing, execution entirely another. 2 trebles or bust from here. 1 down, 1 to go. Oh, great look. And that's what I mean. So if that first start, instead of being in the single 5, had been in the 25, then Chris would have been left on the big fish 170 with that lone treble. But certainly can't hate too much on those last 2 darts. Honestly, even on the first one, I just, like I don't veer into the 5 all the time. Come on. I'm not here to be dishonest with y'all. Yeah, I really like that switch down to the 19s there, too, because had he had hit it, he missed in the 7s, but had he hit the 19, would have been left on 135, which, similar to the, whatever the last score was that we were talking through, something about a bull, and then another double out shot. Just storing too much in my mind, too many numbers here to kind of keep clean track of it all, but... If you know the darts, you know what I'm talking about. You know that I know what I'm talking about. And if you don't know the darts, then none of it really matters at all. Like, at all. Oh, and Javier very unhappy to not get a look at 87 left with 2 darts, unable to find that treble 17 to leave the double 18. So Chris here with a very, very real chance at it as soon as he finishes up that text. So help me God if he doesn't go 20s here. Good lad. Hold it up. Oh, a little bit high on that bull look as I realize that the crop on that frame is probably not really good for the bull shot, so maybe I shouldn't do that zoom again. I won't. But Javier here with a chance has to start at the 19s. Has to. This single would leave 60. Double 11. Wow, bang, bang for the hold right back under the pressure after Hebel misses a dart for the break. We are going to a last leg decider. That is really good stuff. We are in it to win it here. Decent enough start, but we'll see if Javier can put some pressure on this. 100 would make Chris feel rather uncomfortable. No discomfort incoming. None whatsoever. What a bad time to throw in a 21. You see a sarcastic little clap there from Javier. Yeah, he knows that was not ideal. Yeah, pretty sure that that was not part of the Javier strategy going into that throw. Listen, if Chris can stay steady with the 60s, that is going to be pressure inducing to anyone he plays here in City League. Doing well to start straightening those out. Definitely the best sequence of 3 that Javier has thrown. I was going to say this leg, but he's just thrown 6 darts, so that's a bit of a stupid thing to say, isn't it? It's been a long day. Maybe it has, maybe it hasn't. Don't judge me. You don't even know me, honestly. Well, Chris certainly with a decisive lead here in this deciding leg. But Javier, anything but out of reach. Oh. Well. Well. You know, the hundreds of thousands of dollars I spent at journalism school were well worth it, as you can tell in this stream. Uh, only the best commentary here on City League. Oh, 6-6 to leave 270 though. That is a nice Freudian little slip there with some of those darts. Once again, a convenient path, a clean path to a finish. Not like it really matters much. Javier just far, far, far out of range. It's straight enough. That's straight enough. That one, not so much. Meanwhile, I have a little jukebox discussion going on over here. The vibe is dynamic, you could say, here at the Cavalier in East Austin, Texas. Sometimes it hits harder than others. Sometimes the hit is better than others. A good third dart on that 19 attempt. Just a shave away from 38 extra points there. But it just might be too little too late as far as see the frustration building in Javier's face. That triple 20 opening from Pebble is not helpful to the Javier effort. Yeah, ton is a fantastic score there to leave 125 with your opponent needing a maximum to set up a 167 at best. Oh, look at that. Just as I was calling the ton 80 to leave the 167. Damn near does it for us. People with the first start probably won't be. Wow, it was. Good lad. A man after my own heart. And he'll earn it before the night is out. I'll tell you what. Yeah, good stuff. Massive respect there going bull. And then 2020 after the bounce out. Nothing but respect for that. Javier just trying to apply some sort of pressure. Oh, wanted the 57 to leave the 167. The single 18 would have done it. Unfortunately, finds himself short into that single 4. So 6 starts here from 85 at least. Will he need them? No need to go 25 full. He does it anyway just to show off. Now you can go 25 to leave tops. From 65 would be the play. Was the play. Was not the result. But again, here at City League, I feel like for moments like that, we should equally, if not more, respect the effort and the intention than we should the result. Because we might throw dumb, but we throw dumb at the right places. Except for when we don't, of course. All right, should be 5 or 13 here to leave tops or 32. Which will it be? It is 5 for tops. Oh, and a terrible miscue. Cannot shave it in half to afford himself a second look at a double. Oh, and then misses the big number to keep himself on an odd number. Of course, Javier is so far out. This is going to be a tough ask, but he absolutely can do it. 60, 57, 36 is the ask. They're both going to start. And it's off. Get that 57. '97 will definitely put some pressure here on this 23. Both players essentially in the same position. Need one dart to make it a double, and then need to hit that double. Far away from that double 8, not even close, and not much closer with the follow-up attempt. So we'll keep the camera on the same spot for Javier, who is certainly going 16 for the double 20. Step 1. Oh, tight on step. And busts with the final attempt at it, resetting back to 56. Chris now 3 clear at the double 8. Himself knows what it means. First dart, doesn't waste any more time going at it. And so it will be Chris and whoever Javier played in the first round, which I am completely James. Right. It will be James. Coming up next after these short messages, which aren't messages at all. I'm just going to mute the mic and put on the B-roll. All right. Well, after much wrangling and sorting, I think there was some confusion about whether or not a player was still in here. So we are waiting for a quick return to the Cavalier, and then we will get this back underway. But for the meantime, I will just leave this action up. And I'll tell you what I should do is probably put up some live board views. How about that? If anyone's still tuned in here, which I certainly wouldn't blame you if you are not. All right, there we go. So we'll have some live scoreboard action up there whilst we wait. All right, well, I'll be back again at some point. Alrighty, we're back. I'm back. Match preview. Chris. Oh, nope, that's not the right match. So we do have a court going here while I get the scoreboard up, and then I will get the boop, scores. And let's reset the gimbal. There we go. Ooh, 25 from Chris on the show. Speaking of the show, who's ready for MSG in June? Showtime! If you're from New York and take the subway. But if you are going to the darts in June and you're not from New York and you do take the subway, then hey, shoot me a tweet when you understand why I said Showtime. Though I don't know with pandemic era kind of how the Showtime game is going. Meanwhile, James playing some double in 501 here, and yeah, decent visit 67 for a double in start. Not terrible, not terrible at all. So once again, getting very distracted here, trying to herd cats. Okay, still just listen. If you run darts tournaments or leagues, then you know what I'm feeling right now is just open boards, look around at players, not filling the boards. But I think we'll be all right. I think we'll be all right with timing here tonight. Oh, all right. Well, bunch of NYC love here. So you all know Showtime. Not when you're taking the LARR in, but definitely when you're on the 2, 3, 4 or what? No, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 4, 5, 6. Man, it's been a while. I moved out of New York like 9 years ago. I lived in Williamsburg. Took the L into Union Square all the time, like every day for work, and worked up on like 26th and Park. Met my wife there, who lived at like 87th and CPW, and yeah, so did the ACE action and stuff, doing that commute. Anyway, yeah, man, love the New York love. In fact, one of the guests here tonight, Peter, just moved here from New York. Played in some of the dart leagues around town there, so definitely should. I'll let him know that once he comes back here that we're showtiming and doing all that good stuff here in the chat. Like I said, if you're coming to MSG in June for the PDC World Series and for the North American Championships, holler at me. Let's meet up. I'm gonna trying to plan something. Trying to plan something. Want to have some sort of party while we are there. Hopefully, have some big North American City League Darts announcements between now and then. Between now and then, that's just a month. I know. Believe me, keenly aware. Keenly aware, as Hebel is keenly aware that he is not fully set himself up there. 49. Not the worst leave. That's a, you know what? Actually, that is a plenty fine leave. What am I saying? So this is great, though. I'm going to take a little photo of the chat here with some of y'all showing the New York love. Gonna send that to my wife. Just be like, baby, I'm talking about New York in the chat. She is going to love the Showtime reference for sure. Man. It's like, if you know, you know. Ooh, big score out the blocks. Nice little 81 there from James. 91. 81. Blaze it. All right, taking my sport jacket off here because my goodness, this is getting toasty. Cold in Austin today. I woke up, took the puppy out at like, I don't know, 5 in the morning. It was like 60 degrees. It was nippy. Did not feel great. It's certainly warmed up now. All right, can you use the 19? Got to go to the 19 here. 19s all day. Not going to happen. And at that point, you almost wanted to hit the ton to set up the 166, but alas, never rooting against these players. Always rooting for the big scores. And you just hope they improve the math. Well, just got a text back from my wife saying, "Do I know who that is?" When I sent her the Showtime thing. So, anyway, never mind. Never mind. She didn't spend much time on the 456 though, and I feel like I don't know, maybe this is perception bias. But, like, I was almost only on the 456 going north south, except when I was going to her apartment. Super late at night or early in the morning, but I don't know. Maybe Showtime was just like a 456 thing on the east side. And by the east side, I mean, of course, the east side of Central Park. Up on that 3rd Ave subway line, 3rd Ave or Park, whatever it is. Speaking of which, how's the 1st Ave subway going? I haven't heard anything about that in a while. I think that the L is finally back up and running, which I certainly hope for a trip in June. Definitely gonna make a stop in Billyburg, even though my much loved Jimmy's Diner is no longer, but Vinny's Pizzeria still there, and you better believe I am getting some pie from Vinny's. Oh wow, what a fantastic first start. Yeah, once again, players throwing so close they got to peek up to see if it's in or not. Oh boy, was that a spicy potential miss. Thank goodness he pushed that thing right to James. Oh, would have been heartbroken had that found the treble 20. Jay Merlot suggesting check out Joe's. I don't know if you mean Joe's Shanghai in on Mott Street or the alternate version in Flushing. or if you mean some other Joes, some potential Joes for pizza or Joes in Williamsburg. Oh, unfortunate misses there from James. Meanwhile, Jim Merlot suggesting Joe's Pizza in Billyburg. Let's check this out. Oh, right on. How do I know not? How do I not know this place on Bedford? Like, I mean, how's there anything on Bedford that? I mean, this must be new, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I moved out of New York in 2014. Yeah. There's no way this place was around in 2014. Um, but it looks awesome. Looks slamming. But yeah, but oh no, they ain't doing anything near like what they got going on at Vinny's. Believe me, you look up Vinny's Pizzeria. They were in Williamsburg and Greenpoint, and I think they are no longer. Figure out this next board and get back with y'all in a moment. Cheers. All right, back again. Wrapping it up here, so we'll have this the current round of matches up, and then we'll have one more round of matches for the group stage before we roll into the knockout, which will be just a semifinal and final round, best of 5, and then we'll call it a night here. I'm liking the board awareness here from Steven. Working his way around the board, going down in the 19s when the math cut seems to make sense, and then moving back up to the 20s when it no longer makes sense. Oh, great darts from Omar. I think it's a 95, not quite the 133. Oh, it is the 133. Wow, 719s for Mr. Omar. Good shit from him. Oh. Gonna need trouble here this visit. Just a bunch of big singles. Even playing the 25 will not work. So not gonna be able to get in the checkout range here, but doesn't matter with his opponent still in the 400s. 4 visits in. Not how you want to see this going if you're the man in white. I think that's a really good third dart. It is, yeah. It looks like a 119 the funky way. Yeah, fixing that score there is Omar. There it is. That looking right. All right. At this point in the evening, we are just getting into a really good mood with all of the darts action. To wrap this thing up should be a 1 for the double 16 yet figure. It's 15 for double 9? It's done the wrong math. No, Omar! With the, I don't know what the. Yeah, Javier back here giving some math awareness help, calling out that 7-3 for Steven. Let's see if Javier can do this again. He cannot. Again. Okay, so it was 17 or 16, I guess, and he hit the. I'm so baffled here. 31. What's it going to be? Be 24. Double small. Oh, comes tight inside, about what I would have expected, to be honest with you. Honestly surprised it wasn't even lower, closer to that treble. But not too important here. Steven is just so far back. And I guess that's a 59. Yeah, indeed. But surely Surely Omar's going to clean this up here. Surely he does. We will have one more round of matches here in the group stage before moving on to the knockout. We'll get those set up, get the scenes changed out, and we'll be back with you in a moment. As maybe you hear the raucous behind me, folks are getting excited. Folks are getting fired up here as we get into the final stages of this lovely Tuesday edition of City League Austin. All right, here we are back as we culminate this round robin stage, the group stage of City League Austin tournament number 6. I've got screens on screens. Man, all y'all just keeping this live a chat, keeping this chat alive. Excuse me, keeping this a chat live. Wow, that's special. Looks like these players are putting in some decent enough stuff. Hey, let's check out some numbers here. Ooh, Darren throwing a cool 60 so far. But it's going to have to take this out in one dart, basically, to maintain that. No, it could go 2. Could go 20, double 10. Could go high tops. Let's see what he does. Oh, right in it to increase that average. We should see that 60.7 jump up just a tad. Oh, right. Nope, it didn't, because that was a really bad leg. And that real-time average did not adjust. I don't know. That's confusing. Well, maybe that was just an old cache of the old page. That's what it must have been. Either way, it is still Darren 1, Steven 0. And so, as a reminder, as we run this City League format, we have a group stage of up to 16 players. That is capped by the board numbers. So up to 4 players per board. Here we have 3 boards, so 12 players maximum. That just ensures we get all of this done on time and give folks value for money. No one's ever sitting around for more than one full match before they play their next. Oftentimes, folks playing matches back to back. So once folks finish up the group stage, the top 4 will advance to the knockout round. Only ever the top 4, again, limiting the time we're here, just 2 rounds of knockout. If we added anyone else than that, we would have a 3rd round of the knockout. That is just an extra 20, 30 minutes in the night. Don't need that. Don't have the time for it. So, in the name of expediency, 4 players max per group, but as you see, we have 3 groups here, so the 4th player, it's obviously the 3 winners of the groups go on, and then the 4th player is going to be the highest 3-dart average of everyone else who didn't come in top of their group. And that's it. And if you get into the knockout stage, you earn more points. If you get into the finals, you earn more points still, and if you win, guess what? You earn yet more points. Yep, no one saw that one coming for sure. Lots of Steven love here in the chat. Jorge Sanchez saying Steven is all about the second half. We'll see if he makes it to that stage. Let me take a look at the tables here and see how likely that is looking to be. It is basically not going to happen. So absolutely 0 chance here of Steven advancing to the final stage. It looks like the so Mike Gilligan won Group 3. That's done. Even though there's a match still going there, mathematically, Mike Gilligan has clinched that. Darren. Ooh, has no Darren and Omar. So it's really between Darren and Omar for Group 2. But then in Group 1, it's Chris Hebel at the top, and then Javier is in number 2 with a 50.19 average. So it looks like it's going to be between Javier and then either Darren or Omar from Group 2 to determine who has the higher 3-dart average as we go into the knockout round here to figure out who gets that 4th seed slot. But it is going to be close. I mean, we could be talking about honestly tenths or if not hundredths of a point in the averages could be separating the number 4 from the number 5 player. Meanwhile, we got some Ace Rizzle going on here at the Cavalier, a little Aesop Rock. Man, this music got me vibing really hard. I haven't listened to Ace Rizzle in a little while, and that is my own shame for sure. Oh, great third dart there. Nice little 82 scored from Mr. Ross, the Beard. All right. Good look there from Steven on the bull. But it is Darren who misses the big number with his first. Can clean it up for 43. Same target or either 11 or 3 here. 11 for 16s, 3 for 20s. Let's look at the top of the board. What the hell is he looking at the top of the board for? Wanted another 11. Finds the original intended target of the 14. 25 score, 29 left. You hate to see it. Steven, meanwhile, back there licking his chops. Just tasting the opportunity. Tasting it. That 36 is absolutely not what he wanted to that. Yeah, that might be a bust. That might be 61 there. Oh, 51. Okay, right. I'm doing wrong math. Even worse than a bust. For double 16 for the equalizer. Can he find something on top of it? No, he cannot. So an awkward chance here for Darren. Would be masterful if he pulls this off. Would be absolutely masterful. It is not masterful, but good on him for leaving himself on 2. Same target for Steven. Can he follow it up? No. Can't pull off the double trick shot. So back to the madhouse for Darren. And it's not going to go, and we'll go ahead and bring this down here in a moment. Steven preparing, ready, outside, but not a blocker. Inside. And again, way outside. You got to say 3 very poorly thrown attempts at a double. Can Darren capitalize? Doesn't even need to capitalize in his lowercase, and it would still be good. No, they got a little bit better, but not good enough as they went back on the double 4. And he hits it to even it up. We're going to a last leg decider here in what should turn out to be the final leg in the group stages here. All right, coming down to it here. We are in the final throes of the group stages. The final throws, though, they always manage to drag out, don't they? Am I right? Tournament directors, let me hear you say, yeah. Yeah, so bad news for y'all in the chat. Rooting for Steven here. Pretty sure the math precludes him from winning here. Yeah, no matter what, Darren is clinched for the group. And there's just no way that Steven is going to overcome Omar's overall average advantage there. So, yep. That's too bad. But hey, next Tuesday will be a new week. Oh, great 38 with a third dart. 58 scored total on that visit. Might be a little too late here. Darren again well ahead as we've seen between a number of these different players tonight. Some huge leaps getting made in the scoring. And 60 is a real decent visit there. Yeah, 3 straight darts there from Steven. Not a bad visit, though he seemed frustrated with it himself. I certainly know that feeling, but that said, I would take 3 in the Big 20 any day of the week. Well, that's a hell of a way to leave a finish from 64. I would have preferred a treble 16 target there, but hey, what do I know? The 57 will not be enough to leave a finish. And it's double 12 for the win, the Gerwin Price for Darren, who I think knocks off the number 12. Oh, on the wire there. And on the other wire, wow. Talk about this bowl's too hot. This bowl's too cold. My goodness. Darren Ross just shaving those 12s like a barber. Yeah, Steven just not even setting up a finish there. Bad math awareness to leave that bogey. Oh, it's awkward. It could get super awkward here. No matter the bogey leave, Darren has left himself an absolute mess. Oh no, is that 31? I can't. Oh, it is. Oh. Steven would have certainly preferred the single 20 over the single 1. It would have made a big difference there, but only if Darren can complete this. Yeah, it was still high. It was definitely not a bounce out of the double bed. So can Steven do it here? 131 is a big ask, but he's got to feel like there's a greater. Oh, top stops. Oh my God, 51 first start. Andy left. Go top stops. Do it. Oh, no, Steven. A man after my own heart more than anybody else in this entire bar all year long. Oh, Steven. Oh, man. You see him showing that respect. Well done on Darren for finding that double 1. one of the hardest doubles to hit, particularly in that context of the match. Outrageous. So we are just waiting for that match there on board 2. Or no, the match on board 3 actually to wrap up, and then we will be moving forward with the knockout stage, the semifinals and the finals coming up next. Sit tight. Cheers. Thanks for staying tuned in. All right, we are back, and here are the standings going into tournament number 6. So this does not reflect points earned here this evening. This is the leaderboard for the Austin 2022 City League Tournament Series up until now. So we see Javier in that top spot. Might not be the case after tonight. Javier failing to reach the knockout stage here, not getting himself out of the groups. And that means that Omar, who was able to get out here, could surpass Javier with a win tonight here. I'm pretty sure that the points in a win would take Omar up from that number 2 spot into the number 1. Pretty sure that 12 would overcome that 16 points there. Number 3, Matt Cresson, not here tonight. Number 4, Darren Ross is competing on the other board in the playoffs. The other semifinal here this evening is going to be number 4, Darren Ross, and number 5, Mike Gilligan in this table. Meanwhile, up here, we got semifinal number 1 with Chris Hebel and Omar Fabian. Let's take a look at how these players have done so far this season. So we see Chris here, like I said earlier, playing his first ever City League ranking match. So no stats for him. Omar, we see in that second spot, 12 wins, 6 match losses, overall average of 56 for the season. Some big power scoring. And we're expecting good things. Expecting good things for both these players. Chris came out of the group stage with about a 60 or 61 average. That might be the highest we've seen in the groups. If it's not the highest, it's certainly quite near. And it looks like we are off with the score already recorded in here. As we get this going, I'm just going to make sure the players know there's best of 5 here in the extended format, and I will be right back in the booth. Don't you worry, my little fans. All right, we are back, ready to rumble. Apparently, someone put a cigarette butt in a drink, like a glass, like a beer glass, to for someone to bus back to the bar. Like, come on, y'all. Like, honestly, if you are doing that out at a bar, just who the hell raised you? I'll tell you, this is one of the reasons, one of the many reasons, one of the infinite reasons I hate dart players. Because you know what? It's like, is that not some stuff a dart player would do? Just extinguish a butt in a glass and just like leave it there, like, oh, someone else deal with this. Like, I don't know, man. We got to introduce just a modicum of decorum into this sport if we ever want to be taken seriously. And that's the rub, right? There's always this asterisk if we want to be taken seriously. A lot of folks, most folks in the darts don't care to be taken seriously. Like, whatever. Just go to the bar, have a drink, and kill some time on the dartboard. And that is darts for probably the majority dart players in the United States, and that's fine. Like, I'm not here to gatekeep the darts. Like, whatever the darts is for you is awesome. Like, and whatever makes you happy playing darts is what makes darts great for you. But we are here at City League trying to scale out the game, trying to create a system that is welcoming to folks, that is endearing, that is accessible to other players, and there's just no overlap between folks who are part of a welcoming environment and folks who put cigarette butts out in their drinks at a bar. To bring that back full circle, I'm sure you were wondering where the hell I was going with that. Well, guess what? That's where I was going with it, little birdies. Meanwhile, good. It was definitely good math awareness, good targeting there from Chris, but unfortunate result for some reason. I kind of brain farted and thought he left with a 160. I thought he was at 225, not 245. He was at 225, and again, just still brain farting, so double brain fart. Meanwhile, 66 from Omar will be a nice little bit of pressure pot on this ton 80. Less than a 60 is going to be rather subpar here. Want to leave a Shanghai at worst. He's on for it. So one more big 20 would be helpful. All right, well, the double. I don't like the overcorrection there. Would have hoped you would have corrected low than high, but either way, to sit himself up on a ton there. But still, Omar with the advantage, you say, in this leg with the 108. I'd rather take the 108 with the darts than the 100 without. I'll tell you that much right now. I'd certain shit would not throw it at the 18s. 16s all day for me. 36 scored, leaving 72 left. What do you do here? You go 12s, double 18, treble 16. I mean, double 18, treble 12, treble 16. Those are the options. Yeah, the treble 12 is kind of the classic target there. So leave himself 60, 43. Yeah, 63 there. Chris could do this in 2. Or could have a very gusto 3. Stops. Oh, doesn't go tops. What a loser. 79. Got to go 19s. Even though you don't want to set up the 22, you still want to leave a single double combo finish. So had he hit the 19, would have been on a 60. But as it is, Omar now back with the advantage. Does he go 25 for the double 19, or does he go straight triple 13, the double 12? I think it's going to be 13s. He's debating it. He's not comfortable with it. He's not sure how aggressive he needs to get. Oh, more aggressive than that, but 17 for tops. Oh, he misses the big number twice. He misses the big number. He needed the 17 to leave tops there, and then he needed a 15 again to leave tops and misses them both. Oh, it's tragic. Can Chris punish? Not with the first start, he can't. Tops. Oh, just adjacent in the double 5. Gut-wrenching stuff here for the opening. What would have been a break of throw. Back to Omar, who has a chance. You see him bumping himself. Like, not bumping himself up, but bumping himself down to calm down. 15 for tops. 15's in. Oh, tops is low. Can he find the double 10? No, he... Oh, was that like a... Okay, no, it was just terribly outside. I was wondering if the camera froze at some point. No, that dart was just that poorly thrown. I don't even know what to say. I was watching it. I was watching that whole visit. Yeah, this is quite a triggering match. Seven for double four, you figure, from 15 here. Oh no, double three leaves him 9. Gotta be the one. And if you bust it on either side, you're all good. Gotta be the one. The math still calculating, 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 calculating. All right, well, yeah, one of the 5, you can go either way there. It kind of doesn't matter. Madhouse. Wow. What a mess of an opening leg. Neither of those players are going to be happy about that whatsoever. Just bad. Just not good. Just bad, bad, not good. Keeping him straight there is Omar, and he does that. He's just got a really, really tight mechanic about his throw. No frills, no nonsense, no extra action, no hitches, no kinks, no like, just no bullshit. Just like a friggin' what's that? Trebuchet. Just like a trebuchet. Just like using those laws of physics, leverage the fulcrum around the elbow, that straight back, straightforward motion. Look at that. Let's look at this. Just such little motion. This is like the kind of throw I fancy myself throwing, and then I look back on camera and it's like, dude, you are like hitching your wrist, you're like twisting it, and just all sorts of contortions, like hips and shoulders getting involved, just a mess. Just such a clean action from Omar. And Javier throws a pretty similar dart as well. Just brings it back and kind of like fulcrums it forward. I'm just realizing I told the darts referee Discord that I would send them this link to the video while we were live, and I've totally neglected to do that. So my bad to any of y'all folks from the ref squad. It is definitely on me, but I am pulling the link up right now to share on my phone if I can find it. All right, here we go. Ref squad Discord link incoming. All right, link sent. Ready here to continue with leg 2. Couple with a whole bunch of work to be done. Ooh, but looking to get that work done. Do a 140 for a 170 setup. Do it. Oh, wanted it. I wanted it. You wanted it. We all wanted it for sure. Loves watching these folks kind of walk back and do the self collection. We've seen that a good bit from Omar, from Chris. It's a little bit from Darren earlier, I think. Folks making sure they get in that right. Oh, and you know what? I might not have remembered to say this earlier. We were doing best of 5 here in the knockout stage. So yeah, a little bit of extended format here. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here thinking these players are like, oh, Omar, trying to take out the 173 in short order for the match. But nope, that is not the case. Not the case at all. Twenty 78. Calculating. Triple 18 for 12s should be the target. Is the target? Oh, hit that 12s. Hit those 12s. Hit those 12s. Oh, so tight. Terrible, terrible, terrible effort at it. Chris is not happy leaving himself with 15 there after doing such a good job to set up the opportunity. Can Omar punish? Omar wants to punish, and Omar's got the darts to punish. Oh, love it. One of the 619s to leave double 10 as it is 76 scored here, 78 remaining. Once that same triple 18 that Hebel took. Can you do the math? First of all, and then can you hit the target? Second of all, he's just not at the math part yet. Does not know. I think he's now found the 18s. He has. So, again, decent lead with 60 there from 134. Really solid 90 or 40, 40 from 94. Wait, no, what the Okay, wow. So I was the idiot who was way off with my math. And yeah, it was just the big 18. Omar was still calculating for it, but yeah, I will hang my hat in shame for that one. Oh no, the single turns into the treble, turns into the bust. Chance for Omar would be absolutely punishing the chances that Chris has let off to take this leg. There it is. Honestly, I would have been pretty surprised if that visit had not ended the leg. There's a break. Throwing for the match here is Omar. All right. Apologies for the delay. Or there's no delay. it's just a tiring evening, and I just can't keep it all together here in the booth. I apologize. Of course, if I was getting some endorsement money to run a more entertaining feed, well, that would certainly perk me up. Of course, that would probably also afford me some more equipment that doesn't make me stress out for the 90 minutes preceding the dang event to make sure that we have a stable stream for y'all. But hey, it's because I love the darts so much that we do it. And it's because I love these people so much. And it's because I love these people because they love the darts so much. You know, all these conversations I have with all these players coming into the Cedar League format is that they have other places they've played around town, other formats they've played in around town. Folks they love, they really enjoy playing the blind draws, the cricket, the Chicago action. Um, but there comes a time where they just want to come out and play some just no bullshit 501 singles action. And it's not like we're that competitive. I mean, listen, you can look from the averages here. We are not like no one here is sitting here trying to pretend like we are some dart superstar, going to go make a name for ourselves on the circuit or nothing. But that being said, we want to compete, we want to fight, we want to get better, and we want to have a solid night of the darts. And that's exactly what we are doing here. Omar definitely not going to be happy with that visit. Not one single bit. So math opportunity for Omar next visit with the 302 is going to got to be 18s or bull the first start, and we'll see if that's how it goes. '18s or 25s. Is he? I bet he's going to go 18s like a good lad. Nope. I'm honestly a little surprised. I would have expected better from Omar. Pretty well prone, just one of them at the wrong target. Work cut out for him. Omar 7 up to a 2-4-2. But just through 18 darts. I mean, this is not a bad leg at all. Just Chris is having a fantastic time of it with the power scoring here early on. Oh, great, great, great third dart. 1-5-7 setup. Just like that. Omar reclaims the slightest of advantages in the leg. But Chris could put a squash on that. Could put the kibosh on that real quick. But he won't. He won't. He will just tie it up, essentially. So now back to advantage Omar. Throwing for the match. Meanwhile, as these folks finish out this one, so we're looking for 19 to, well, I want a triple 19 to leave double 10. On the other board here, we have Mike Gilligan and Darren Ross going into a last leg decider. It's 2-2 there on their board. With the winner of this slated to play the winner of that. Mike throwing a 62.5 average, Darren a 61 through that match. So good stuff. Darren winning the first two legs in 22 and 27 darts. Mike the next two in 18 and 23. That is what we at Cedar League call a very, very high standard affair. Meanwhile, let's take a look at how this standard is going. Not so much. Not so much between Chris and Omar here. And Omar, speaking of which, as I talk my shit, as I run my mouth, there goes Omar with an incredibly tidied up cleanup of that 74. So he is just waiting for the winner of Darren and Mike on board 3 or whatever. And so let's just go ahead and move this up here. Refresh this board screen. So we will follow that match in real time until it wraps. And I'm going to step away for a moment until the final, which we will bring back to you, of course, on this streaming board. Cheers until then. All right, we back here trying to get these boards updated. There we go. That's looking better. How's that looking? Still not good. Let's try this script update one more time, shall we? Oh, well, they're still not looking good, these scores, with this script update. Well, we're going to kill the scoreboard for a second here in the hopes that we recover it with everything else. All right, that score wasn't good. How about this one? How about this one? Hey, there we go. Now we got some numbers. Now we're cooking. Do we have a match preview? Oh, we got preview data, but what the hell is on that left side? That's what I don't know. Well, that's not at all what my preview looks like. I don't have that nonsense data. I got 75.5. There we go. Oh, man. I don't know. It's just this OBS cannot handle 17 browser source updates triggered by a click of a button. I think that's the issue we're running into here. But anyway, let's get back into this match. Best of 5 finals here in City League Austin, tournament number 6 for the 2022 ranking season. Again, best of 5, racing to 3 legs here between these players. I wish I had some background music to play for y'all here. My computers cannot handle it, and I gotta keep the background audio here muted or filtered because we have very loud, very copywritten music blasting all over this for us. So, as they say, the hardest part about video production is audio production. And damn if that ain't true. All right, 43 gets him closer and closer. Still advantage Omar in this leg. Barring a ton here, which will be barred. Omar with the definite advantage in this match, basically taking the darts away from Darren in this opening leg. At this point, he figures got a 6-dart advantage minimum, does Omar, sitting on 48. Meanwhile, his opponent way back at 151. It wasn't insurmountable until that single 5 was struck. So the 8-16 split. What are we going to be looking at here? It is going to be the double thereof. It is going to be knocked right off, a little Plinko style. And again, another deflection. That first dart really did sort of set up a blocker. That was a bit nasty. You figure you kind of want to be a little bit closer to the 8 or the 16 wire so as to avoid that exact scenario. But as I'm sure he expected, as I expected, Omar back for another visit at double 16. There he hits it. You see it there. I was late with the zoom in. Sort of lost the suspense there. That's my bad. That's on me. That's on me. But Omar with that break, and he's to hold this throw to complete it. Otherwise, it is a moo point. It's a cow's point. It's moo. It doesn't matter. Isn't that right, Joey? All right. Well, we're taking this slight lull in the action, this kind of lack of stress and anticipation. I will go ahead and post this link in the Austin Dart Players Facebook group. If you are a dart thrower in Austin, one good way to find out about local tournaments, up to date blind draw scheduling, all that sort of stuff. Find the Austin Dart Players group on Facebook. All right, we're back now. Oh, waiting for Darren to hit it. Stay up there. Let's see another. Even a 125 would have still left a bogey, but you still want to see it. And that, well, either way, that's why you go 18s or 25s there, as because if Omar hit that ton 40 with that triple corner and third dart, he would have still left 165, a bogey finish. Anyway, I'm just so tired of explaining the math. I'm so tired of explaining the math awareness. Oh my goodness. It's just painful. Yeah, good look from Omar there. Keeping the pressure on Darren, looking to hold his throw here in the championship. Oh, Darren not going to do this 164. And apologies if I missed some drama with Omar on his last throw. Was trying to sort out more production nonsense. Doesn't matter. Double 15 to complete the break. Single 7 to leave double 4. Single 3, leave double 6. Double 13 to bust it all. Double 17. Stops. You wanted to see it. I know you wanted to see it. All right, surely this visit will end it. One outside, one right in. Oh, splitting it. In quite, I was going to say quite an interesting way, but it turns out in a most unfortuitous way. Omar, loving that 3 setup from 15 rather than the 7. I can't say I'm a fan of it, but I can also not say that I beat him consistently, so, whatever. Oh, unable to find the double 7 required to complete that 40. It is just a mess all the way down here for both these players. It is a mess all the way down here for both these players. All right, finally over the line there is Darren to even this up. breaks it right back. Advantage, no more, no more. Wow, no, it's just been a weird day. No more. Advantage, no more to Omar. Is nights grow long, especially when you're not playing at all. But man, I just can't help but leave this stream on and keep on calling it because I just love this darts action out of Austin. Listen, it's not the best darts. We know that. It's not the greatest video production. I could adjust those levels on the player cam. I should have probably done that when we transitioned to the knockout stage, but whatever. But, we just love the game. And, if you're watching this, obviously you love the darts. You just need the darts in your life more than you can get it. And you probably don't have the highest standards for the way in which you get the darts. And that is exactly what City League is here for. But we are also here to level up the darts in North America and around the world. And get to the point where we are producing some super duper compelling stuff here for y'all. Including uncensored middle fingers at the board. Among other things. Wow, really good ton there from Omar. Fantastically timed on minimum here. Oh, there's the ton from Darren, putting a little bit of pressure. I'm sure Omar is not thinking that he needs to take this 1-2-1 out, but Darren is definitely thinking there's a chance. And that's how you know that Omar is feeling the pressure, because he goes 25 for a start, not the 20. And oh boy, does he get punished for that visit. A disaster if ever there was one at the Aki. Oh no, Darren. 3 darts, just scoring 40 to set up from the big fish to the baby fish. Omar fails to go to the bottom of the board where he would be afforded a miss to still leave a checkout with the first start. It's terrible. It's so hard to watch. It's so hard to watch. That's 28. Oh my god. It's a mess, and it's not even the finish line of the match, or nor even close. Ooh, double 18. Hits it. Wow, what a bang, bang finish. 3 legs in with 3 breaks of throw. Outrageous stuff here from Omar, just putting in a hurtin'. As history is gone, it would be Darren to take this one. So we shall see. Bated breath and all that. A decent standard here. This match, legs in 28, 29, 29. We've certainly seen better so far this evening, but anytime we feel like the Santa City League, anytime you're keeping it 30 or under, we're not doing such a bad job. So again, we'll see how these legs have gone. We see the 28 dart break, the 29 dart break, and the 29 dart break. And no, Omar once again has the darts. Wow, really great visit from Darren there. Is that a one? Yep, just the 140. Could have been a 180. Certainly wouldn't have been surprised. Just lacked the angle here from the booth. Solid 96 there, leave 119. I don't think I would have stayed on the 19s for that third dart, but it'll do in a pinch, I suppose. It'll probably do the 18s instead of the Shanghai finish. Either way, no doubt. No doubt he's starting 19s here. Surely. Surely. There he goes. Good lad. 60-40. 60. See, I missed. I flubbed the... I was trying to toggle the zoom and totally missed it. All right, tops for Omar. Oh, well low. Terrible dart. Genuinely terrible dart, and not a good marker with the second. But doesn't need the marker with the second. Then here it is. Omar taking his second City League Austin 2022 title. Here we have the averages for that match. A bit off the player averages so far. But in just a moment, once you've had time to digest these numbers, we will bring back the table, which I will then... Well, no, we just got a mess here with the season tables. But either way, it is actually, you know what, let's see if we can get the updates to see if Omar, in fact, I'm pretty sure Omar has taken over the leaderboard from Javier. If I can just find the damn source to reload, here we have it. We will see this, I think, update from Omar from second to first. No, it looks like he is still in second. Let me pull up the rankings here on the tournament series. Oh my goodness. Oh, right, of course. So Javier, what I forgot to take into account was Javier's 1 point earned for entering the tournament. So everyone who played the tournament gets at least a guaranteed point. Javier has 17 points, tied with Omar, but Javier has him beat in the leg differential. And that's the rub here. So both Javier and Omar with the 17 points at the top of the table. And oh boy, what a fantastic start to the season it has been. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Wish I had a booth cam to share with y'all to show my excitement. I don't, so I won't. But until next time, LaserCat